Alright, welcome back to another tutorial with graphics design with Power Babaniyi. And in our previous video, we talked about how to work on shapes, drawing different types of shapes, and how to position the shapes and make different selection between their feel and the stroke of the shape. And today we'll be going into a more interesting thing. We'll be going into a more interesting one today, and I'll be talking about how to make some basic transformation to our text and layer to make it look more presentable. The first thing I will do is I want to work with this shape. Now let's see if I want to create, let us say, like a flyer or an advert with this shape. And okay, let's go straight ahead. I'll be teaching you how to do some basic transformations. Now we have this shape here. The first thing I'll go ahead and do is I don't like the way it's standing this way, so I think I'll go to my okay, I'll go to my image, click on it, I'll go to my option image, go to image rotation. I'll rotate it counterclockwise so it comes like this. Okay, I think this is good. Then let me adjust this guy so that I can be in the middle. Then I'll also go to my image and add auto tune. Okay, like the way it's dark. Let's see, auto color. Okay, I like this one, is cool. Let's add the contrast. Okay, I like the way it's cool like this. Now I want to make it in such a way that we want to have a flyer with this. Let's say the first thing, let me add it some text. Let me add some text. Say graphic design. Click on my V, transform it. We know how to do that by now. So I don't like this font. I'm going to change the font. Click on the layer, change the font to something more serious. Something more serious. Okay, change the color to, let's say, white. The image is still too bright, so I can go back to my, click on the background and add, let me add curves and draw it down to make it a bit dark. Okay, make it a bit dark. I can also come and click on, where is level, click on levels to, no, not here. Okay, so it's getting too dark now. Okay, I can, okay, let's leave it this way. And we have it this way. Now we have graphics design. Let me make this font very big. Graphics design. Right. Note like I can always put my rectangle, my ruler to always guide the font so it doesn't go back. We have another text saying, "Welcome to the tutorial tutorial in Photoshop." Let's go ahead and copy this, Ctrl+C, and more like duplicate it. Ctrl+C again, duplicate. Okay, let's just say we have a few ones. Let's say we have this also waiting. Okay, I'm not so pleased with this. So what can I do? I can come to this image, right click on it. I want the image to be dark, kind of dark. So I can reduce the brightness of the image. Let me reduce the brightness of the image. So we have it like dark image kind of. Okay, right, this is more like it. Okay, now so the colors of the font can now come out more and we can see what we are doing more. So we have a graphics design here. We can have, well, I'll be showing you one other transformation. How do we write curved images or curved lettering we'll see some flyers where the writings are a bit curved, circular parts, or curved. So how do we do that? Now I'll be teaching you two or various ways of doing that. The first way to do that is you come to your pen tool. Your pen tool are used for drawing parts or shapes of different type. So I come to my pen tool, I click on the first pen tool. Here, let me come to a place where we can see it. If I click on it now, it brings a point. This is called an anchor point. If I come to another place and click on the point, it draws a line that says it's coming from this point to this point. If I come to another place and draw that line, so a pen tool can be used to draw different shapes of different size, and when I come back to the origin and click on it, it forms a part. So this is not what we want to do. So I'm going to just press on escape twice to let it go. So I'll come back to my pen tool. I click on it. If I click and drag the other point, click and drag, not releasing, it creates kind of an arc. The more you drag it, the more it's if you drag it down, it bulges. If you drag it sideways, it comes. You see, we've created a curved part, right? But this is not too curved, so I'll still go back and press my escape. Another thing to do, if you can't get it, is to right click on the pen tool. You see free pen tool, freeform pen tool. This freeform pen tool helps you to draw the curve in whatever way you want to draw it, right? So if you can draw it that way, let me press escape, so it goes. So if I want to draw a curve, let's say by the corner here, I want to write the name of the tutor, I can come and draw my curve. Sorry, you can't see it now, but you'll see it later. I come and draw my curve and I have it like that. Now, if I want to write an image on it, I can come to my T and I come to, let me zoom this out so that you see it very well. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. I click on my pen tool and I go back. So if I come to the setting for the pen tool here, click on setting. Let me click on the color to be light gray. Okay, I'm just trying to make some settings, and I come here and draw it this way. Okay, the curve is not very smooth. Okay, not very smooth either. Okay, I think this is better. Okay, this is better. Let me write it this way. You see that the thing adjusts for itself. So if I want to write a text along this line of path, I can come and click on my T. And once I click on my T, as I come close to the path, you see that it changes. Whenever it changes to this other type of cursor, it means you can start writing. So you click on where you want it to start from. I want to start from the beginning. It clicks and I say, I write my name. So I write my name. I click on Ctrl A to select all. Come here so I can change the kind of font I want it to be, so whatever I want it to be like. Let's say I want this font, I want it to be all capital, and I come and click enter. And if I click my V, I have my curved shape. I can shape it in any direction I want. I can click on Ctrl T, and when I come to the side, you see that it shows a curved shape. I come and click on this side and drag. I can adjust it to whatever shape or size I want. So I click on Ctrl Enter, click on V, click on my zoom and Alt to zoom out, right? Then I can come and adjust the canvas. Let me zoom it a little bit. Adjust the canvas. We have it here. I can also come and add something else to here and say I want to write an image like a trademark where you have this circular kind of images where you have some circular writing and all that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So for that again, I can come to my shape tool. Since I wanted to write around the shape, come to my shape tool. This is usually used for logos. Whenever you want to create like a logo that you have your writing in a circle around the logo, you can use this method. So I come to this, click on my shape tool, come to this panel up here and make sure it is not selecting shape but it's selecting a path, because I actually don't want it to be the shape. I just want it to be a circular path. So I click on it, I click on it, hold my shift down so that it's right in the shape comes in a very straight path. I click on it and we have it here all written out. So once we have the shape, don't do anything, come back to your text tool, press your text tool and come. Now we see that there are anchor points around here. If we notice it, we have our regular cursor. If we come to the line, we see we have the previous cursor we had before, this one with this curved stroke. And if we come inside the circle, we see we have the icon with a circular region. What does the 3 mean? Now this is your normal for writing your normal font, which is going to write outside normal, right? Okay, if I delete that, oh sorry, if I undo that, if I come to this one that is inside and click on it, what does it do? It creates a writing space inside the circle for you to write, and we don't want that. So click on escape and Ctrl Z to undo that, or we can come to our edit and click on undo Eclipse tool, or undo whatever changes we make. We can click on edit and undo it. So we'll come back, but we want it to write along the surface. So we come back to the surface, make sure it's curved, and we want it to start from this side. Let's hit from here, and we have it written in a circular path. So we can write freshly harvested, because we're talking about these flowers. They are freshly harvested. And if we want to change the position or want to move this text, maybe we don't want it to start from here, we'll say that, oh, it's not perfectly in the middle. How do we do that? We come to this place, we have, this is called our selection tool. We click on it and we come to this place. We come to where we click on the writing, then we can see that it is moving. As we are moving it, it's moving. If you drag it, okay, sorry, that is affecting the image. Make sure it's the writing you are clicking on. Okay, if we come back to our tool, the best way or the easiest way to do it is if you come back to our tool and we see this X here. We come back to the move tool and we have it that way. So if we can't do this, right, let me Ctrl Z so that we can see what we have here. If we can't do this, right, we can click on enter, click on our Ctrl T transform tool and come to this corner and drag it to be the way we want it to be. Ctrl T again, drag it to look like how I want it to be, and we have it like that. So we've drawn the first up, or let me see, adjust it a little bit. We have it like this. Now for the one under, how do we write what is under? Okay, we can also do the same thing. Come there, draw a path, right? And have our T. Then want to write natural and pure. But we want this to come inside. We want this to come inside, or we want it to write in a way that is going to be underneath the shape. What do? We'll have our transform tool, our selection tool. Sorry, let me close this guy. Come click on selection tool. See, sorry, I overdid it. We come to the first place where we want it to be and arrange how we want it to be. Right? Okay, so let me click Control T now, move this inside. Make sure yours is not outside. Transform. So we have it natural and pure. Is now inside. Let me go back and undo what I did so that you can see it. So we have our part drawn here. We press our T to select our text. Come here, and on the body write it. I said pure and natural, and I come to my selection tool, click on it, and bring it inside. Bring it inside like this. You see that as I go, right, it's kind of like cleaning the write-up. So you make sure it doesn't clean the write-up. You drag it in such a way that you can see the write-up and it's inside. So you click it like this and click on escape and it goes. Now you click on your V and try to transform it to look like what you want it to be. We want it to be the same, so we have to enlarge it. We have to enlarge it so that it will make it look like it's from the same circle, right? So make it look like it's from the same circle that it came out from. Then we have this. Okay, let's move it. Then there's another interesting thing again that logos used to have, or transformation used to have. You have something like this, 100%. And put this 100% inside here. Ctrl T, expand it. Let me expand these two guys. Seem to be too small here. Right? And we have this. Let's expand this. Now I can go ahead and change the font of this. Let me change the font of this to something very rounded. Yes, I like this rounded. This can also help know the position. So it can help us to know when our transformation, if this transformation is on the same line. Alright, we have it this way. You can also bring another one down here. Okay, I think for this freshly harvested it's correct. So let me take it away. Take this away also. Go up. So you have this. So what can we do to this 100% inside to make it more beautiful? It looks too natural here. Another tool I'm going to be teaching you is called the warp tool. The warp tool. If you click on T on a text, we come up here. We can see this T in the curve is called the warp tool. If you click on it, okay, it's saying that particular cannot be used, but let's ignore that. So this is called our warp tool. What is our warp? Warp helps us to adjust the image. If you click on 100 here, you see the way it is. On arc, put on arc, see the way. Put it in arch, see the way it's arched. Flag, see the way it's shaped. Rise, see the way it's aligned. Twist and squeeze, and also many different ones. But the most important one, or the most interesting one I want to use for this one, is bulge. So I want it to be something like this. bulge out here, and if you want to adjust it, you can adjust the bend. If you don't want the bulge to bulge out too much or bulge in, you can adjust it to give you the size you want it to be, how big or how small you want it to be. If you want the horizontal distortion, you can do it so that it bends. One side is thinner than the other, all depending on how you want it. But if you discover that you have messed up this thing and you've done it in so many wrong ways and you don't know how to reset it, you can click on your option or your alt key. If you click on your alt key, you see reset here. You can click on the reset, it will reset it back to the natural. Then you can come back again and now do with it what you want. Alright, so click OK. We can make this more like a logo by coming to this 100% blending option. Let's add bevel and emboss. Let's change the color of this emboss to white. So instead of black, the shadow should be white, or grayish. Okay. And let's give it a gradient overlay. It's kind of green. So let's give it something light. Okay, something light, something light. Give it the gradient green, and we have it like this, right? I know this is not the best, but I'm just showing you how to make some transformation to your tool and some transformation to your work. The black, the black is too black. The black is too dark. It's too dark. Okay, light mode. It's too dark. All right, so we have it this way, and we have our image this way, and we have kind of like a logo here. We have this one where we have the author name by the corner here. Where did I go? We have it by the corner here. Okay, I think it's smaller than the thing. So we have it by the corner here, and we have this one like a logo here. So from this time onward now, we'll be talking about more interesting way to design the flyer. So we'll be going into flyer designs and how to design something as simple as this. Now,